sir, this is your speaking test, and your speaking test has three parts. In first part, I will ask you some general question, and second part, I will give a topic for describing 2 minutes, and in third part, I will ask you some questions which is related to part 2. Okay, sir. What's your full name?
My full name is Ashik Ahmad, and my family and friends call me Ashik. You can call me Ashik because it's my nickname.
Okay, what's the meaning of your name?
I don't know what is the correct meaning of this name, but one day one of my friends told me its means lava.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vishwanath. You know that it's the northeast side of my hometown. It's a famous and eminent city of my country.
Okay, sir. Do you eat out a lot?
Definitely, I'm a person. I want to take a break for my study purpose. So whenever I get free time, that time I try to go new places for eating out with my friends.
Do you eat healthy food?
Definitely, as a conscious person, sir, I always try to maintain my rules and regulation. What type of food being beneficial for my health, what are unhealthy. So I always try to maintain this. Try to eat healthy food.
How often do you eat with your family?
Every day I eat with my family because now this time I stay with my family for every time whenever I eat something, that time I eat with my family.
Okay. Do you prefer eating at home or at a restaurant?
From my point of view, I prefer eating at my home because you know that my mother is very good cooker. She has lots of idea how to cook every yummy food. So I think that it's better than other. I think that when my mother cook any kind of food, it is better than other food.
Okay, sir. Now, forest. Do you like forest?
Definitely, I like forest because there are lots of trees. For example, flowers trees, fruit trees available here. And when I go any kind of forest, that time I can know lots of animals. For example, birds, which is my favorite.
Okay. When was the last time you went to a forest?
Last month, I went a place which is located in my place. I went this place with my friend, and I did lots of things, which is very crucial as well as which is very helpful for my real life.
Okay. Would you like to go to the forest if you are free?
Definitely, if I get free time, that time I will go forest because it gave us lots of things. For example, when any people go forest, that time he can refresh his mind, as well as I will feel fresh air.
Okay. So this is the end of your part 1. Now I will give you a topic for describing 1 minute, 2 minutes, and you have 1 minute for note making. This is your topic. This is your pen and paper. You have only 1 minute for note making. Time starts.
And lines means line.
Put it in your mind. For getting a ticket for
Well, in my entire life, my entire life, I waited a lots of time for a long line. Here, I would like to talk about a time which is recently. I waited in a line. Last month I want to select, and at that time I want to bought a ticket for going to Cox Bazar. And when I arrived in Sylhet, it was about 9 a.m. But I want to purchase a ticket for going to Cox Bazar, and it was a long line because there are lots of people waiting for bought ticket. And first of all, this is the first time I wait time for a long line. Here, I would like to talk about a time which is recently. I waited in a line. Last month I want to select, and at that time I want to bought a ticket for going to Cox Bazar. And when I arrived in Sylhet, it was about 9 a.m. But I want to purchase a ticket for going to Cox Bazar, and it was a long line because there are lots of people waiting for bought ticket. And first of all, this is the first time I waited a long time on a line because I have no idea about this thing. So I was very disappointed, as well as I felt very boring because there was a sunny day and very hot weather. So that time I cannot go out for this line for eating something, as well as, for example, drinking water. So this is a time I realized that it's very difficult for me, and one of my friends, he waited for me in Cox Bazar because at that day we went Cox Bazar for visiting. You know that Cox Bazar is the most biggest sea beach in my country, as well as all over the world. There are lots of things available. For example, the most attractive one is sunrise and sunset. So at that day I waited a long time in a line. It was my new experience, as well as it gave us lots of things which is effective for my life. So at the time.
Thank you, sir. Now I will ask you some questions which is related to part 3. Why do people dislike waiting?
In my countries, people they like waiting for their personal reasons. Some people like waiting for their friends, and some people prefer waiting for buying ticket. And for example, one of my brother, he stayed in Dhaka, but recently he came our house, but he waited a long time for a line. So as a result, it's very unnecessary for us.
Okay, sir. What are the daily experiences that people have to wait for?
There are lots of experiences that people do in now this time. First of all, people. No, I didn't understand the question.
What can people do when waiting in a line?
Well, there are lots of activity people do when they're waiting in a line. First of all, they can using their mobile phone, and also they can gossiping their side partners, because they should spend their time on this line. For example, few days ago, I went a place and there was a long line. So at that time, I gossiping a lot with my